Hi friends, today I will be writing like Neil Gaiman. Alright, future Elizabeth here. That was the plan. I was going to be following Neil Gaiman's writing process for this video, but as you will see, I couldn't do it. When I sat down at my desk for the first writing session trying to follow Neil Gaiman's writing style, you may call it a comedy of errors, perhaps? All hell broke loose. I lost my mind. Truly, I mean, you will see the chaos that ensued. It was such complete and total chaos that I had to give up trying to write like Neil Gaiman. I just gave up everything. I mean, I was so lost and confused. The Matrix was glitching. I was stuck in a time loop. I mean, it was wild. It was outrageous. I couldn't believe what was happening, and I'm still not quite sure I understood what happened, even now when I reflect back on it. So that was yesterday. I did not write like Neil Gaiman yesterday. I sat down to try to write like he does, and then I noticed the problems begin, and then the problems, they just kept spiraling out of control, and you will see. I'll show you. So then I gave up. So, in this vlog, what's left of this vlog, I am going to try to just pull myself back together, see where my story currently stands, because, oh my, yesterday, it was a disaster. I mean, it was like the biggest writing disaster that I can imagine, but you'll see. You will see. Look at her there. So naive, so innocent. She doesn't know what's coming. Oh, but I do.
What you're about to watch is a nightmare.
Alright, so the first thing I want to do is make this scene list so that I don't have to worry about the note cards. The note cards help me figure out order, but they're not necessarily good for the long term because in attempting to make this scene list, I have lost a note card, scene number 5, but I don't know what it is. I have the note cards numbered, and I have no note card numbered, scene number 5. So I'm gonna have to open my document and see if I can figure out what the scenes are, because I'm gonna write the scenes after I've finished them in the document so that this list is like set in stone. This is what is currently in existence in the novel, not like what could be or like what I think might be. And so I only have the first 4 scenes written, even though I've gotten to scene 8 in the draft, because I am missing a note card and now I am all confused. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna have to search in the document. Okay, so I am actually confused and a little bit frustrated. I think I remember what the note card said, but for some reason I'm quite confused. The list that I've had going in my head, like in my last vlogs where I've like, you know, connecting the 6th scene to the 7th scene, and now I'm ready to move on to the 8th scene. Somehow, in reality, that doesn't seem to be true, and I'm not sure if maybe the list in my head was like counting some of these scenes as multiple scenes. I don't know. In the vlogs, up until this point, I had been saying that I was ready to begin scene 8. But I had not looked at my note cards in a long time, I hadn't counted the scenes, so then I was like, oh, I should go through and write down what the scene order actually is. So that's what I'm doing, and when I look at the document, this is so weird. I'm actually on scene 6, not scene 8. Remember I was stuck on scene 6 for like 18 years? Except that was actually scene 5. And now I'm on scene 6. I truly have no idea what has happened. I am lost and confused. I don't know what's going on. Alright, I have searched all over this room, and I cannot find that note card, or my sanity, because I'm like straight up about to begin the 6th scene. So far in draft 2, I have not worked on this scene, and it is the 6th scene in the order of scenes, which means all that long time that I was working on the 6th scene and stuck on that troublesome 6th scene, where was I? Because that wasn't the 6th scene. I am in the weirdest time loop. I have no idea. have no idea. I must have been categorizing the scenes in a different way that I have since blocked out or something, because in the document there are 2 non-connected scenes in the beginning, which I knew there were, and then there are 3 connected and completed scenes, which equals 5 scenes. 2 plus 3, which means I'm now ready to begin the 6th scene. I mean, what a time loop am I stuck in? I do not know. What? I don't know. Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with this somehow. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm feeling defeated, but like I haven't actually gone back in time in the document. I just thought I was further ahead than I was, and I truly don't know how I got here. I don't know. I do not know what happened. But in the document, I have completed really 5 scenes. The first 2 aren't even connected because I intentionally left those unconnected so that I could infuse them with the meaty goodness of the story later on. Which means I've only connected 3 scenes. How can this be true? This feels... What have I been doing in the last few vlogs? I am seriously so confused. I don't know. Alright, just to be clear, I haven't, like, erased scenes or lost scenes. It's not like I remember working on scenes that are now missing. It's just that the scenes I was working on, for some reason in the past, I was adding them up to be multiple scenes, and now that I'm actually writing them down, they literally only equal 3 scenes. How does this make sense? Could it be I'm, like, skewing how much time I think I'm spending? I am truly at a loss. I do not know what has happened. I guess we're just gonna have to move on and begin again the 6th scene. I mean, it's a new scene than the last time I was calling a scene a 6th scene. I'm hoping it won't be as much trouble, but somehow, after all this time, after all that progress, it's somehow, yet again, back to starting the 6th scene. This truly makes no sense to me. Which brings us to today. So last night I was able to, just barely pull the fragments of the scene and my sanity together, and then I gave up. I just stopped. I couldn't go on anymore. So next week, hopefully, I will be writing like Neil Gaiman when I have put myself back together. But today, in this vlog, I'm just gonna try to figure things out. Just try to move on from the problem. I'm gonna work on the 6th scene, I guess. And then, hopefully, I will have fixed this problem, put it behind me, and then next week I will write like Neil Gaiman for a proper writing trial vlog. This is just a vlog of chaos and dwindling sanity. So thanks for joining. I hope you have a good time watching me spiral. I also would like to clarify that this isn't like a simple numbering issue. It's not like when I was writing the note cards, I wrote, number 4, and then I wrote the scene, and then I went to the next scene and accidentally labeled it number 6, and then just never made a number 5 note card, because there is a scene between the number 4 and the number 6 note cards that exists, and I did make in the document as scene number 5, and I've been working on it for a while. So that's not what happened. There was a number 5 note card, and it went with the number 5 scene, and now it's gone, and everything is a disaster. Just wanted to clear that up. Alright, so my plan for today was to just gather the fragments of the scene and my sanity and try to put everything back together into a neat little package so that when I sit down to start writing like Neil Gaiman, I can just start at the beginning of a scene. And I have done that. Between today and yesterday, I have gathered enough fragments, so now I connected the 5th scene to the 6th scene, and tomorrow, or whenever I sit down again, I'll be able to start fresh with the 7th scene. I mean, there's a weak transition between the 5th and the 6th scene. I just was writing stuff, trying to put everything back together. But, I mean, it exists for now. I think I can come back and fix the transitions later. Obviously, I know I can. I don't know what I'm talking about. This has been so weird, but hopefully it's done now. I've got the first 6 scenes written, 4 connected, the first 2 not connected. So when I sit down next, I will be able to begin the 7th scene. I have not yet worked on this scene. You know, who knows what's been going on with the time loop in the Matrix? We don't know. We're not going to question it any further. But the next time you see me, I will be working on the 7th